I spent 3 years as a simp for this Ice Queen CEO. The system said one more task and she'd be mine. Right when I'm about to win, system's like, error, wrong host. You're not the chosen one. Bond terminated. I stood there for 3 seconds, then grabbed my stuff and ran that same night. Screw the mission, screw the CEO. But here's the crazy part. After I bailed, this woman mobilized the entire city, swearing she'd tear the place apart to find me. Today marks 3 years of me simping for the ice-cold CEO Su Wonking, and my last day as a bootlicker. I'm just some regular guy who got isekai'd. 3 years ago, this thing called the Destiny Conquest system hit me. It said I was chosen to be this world's protagonist, just win over the heroine Su Wonking, and I'd get billions and reach the top. So I busted my ass for 3 years as Su Wonking's personal assistant. Every morning at 7:30, she needs hand-ground black coffee at exactly 76 degrees, 1 degree off and she'd frown. She's got mild OCD, nothing in her office can be at an angle. Even the plant leaves I had to trim one by one. Plus, on average, she gets kidnapped twice a month, 8 assassination attempts, all blocked by me using the system's newbie protection buff. But finally it's almost over. Host attention, final mission issued. Tonight at 8 p.m., confess your love to Su Wonking at Moonlight Restaurant. Mission reward, Su Wonking's affection locked at 100%, protagonist status verified, $1 trillion inheritance unlocked. Looking at that mission on my system screen, my hands were literally shaking. 3 years of suffering, finally ending. So I whipped out my phone, booked the most romantic table at Moonlight Restaurant, and blew my last paycheck. Bought a bouquet of top-tier blue roses supposedly flown in from Amsterdam. Then I stood at Su Wonking's office door and took a deep breath. Last time standing here as her assistant. Starting tonight, I'm her man. I pushed the door open. Su Wonking was sitting at her desk. She looked up when she heard me, those beautiful phoenix eyes showing zero emotion. Su Wonking, what is it? Her voice was as cold as she was. I walked up and placed a gold invitation on her desk. Miss Su, tonight at 8, Moonlight Restaurant. I'd like to take you to dinner. She glanced at the invite, her eyebrows barely twitching. That was expected. According to the system's script, she'd refuse. Then I'd use my prepared lines to change her mind. Su Wonking, got it, I'll be there on time. I froze. Wait, what? That's not how the script goes. The system said she'd say I'm busy or not interested. My brain glitched and I instinctively looked at the system panel in the air. Then I saw something I'll never forget. The system panel was flashing red like crazy, warnings popping up everywhere. Warning, unknown logic error detected, data stream disrupted, recalibrating world line. Destiny heroine's emotion module irreversibly corrupted. Final diagnosis, host binding error. Host Lin Fan is not this world's chosen one. The real protagonist is Long Aocean. System will unbind in 10 seconds and search for correct host. We apologize for 3 years of mistaken service. I stood there feeling like I'd been struck by lightning 9 times. What the hell? Wrong person? I simped for 3 years, worked like a dog, and now you tell me I'm not the main character? A wave of indescribable rage shot from my feet straight to my skull. Su Wonking seemed to notice something was off, looking at me like she wanted to ask if there was anything else. I snapped back, run, gotta run. If I don't bail before this Long Aocean guy shows up, I'm toast as the fake protagonist. I forced a smile uglier than crying and said, nothing, Miss Su, you're busy. I'll head out now. Then I turned and practically sprinted away, ran all the way back to my desk. System successfully unbound. Have a nice life. Goodbye. With that final notification sound, I felt some invisible restraint in my body vanish instantly. Never felt so free. I let out a long breath. Screw being the protagonist. Screw the Ice Queen CEO. I'm done. Without hesitation, I pulled out my resignation letter I'd already written, slapped it on the HR manager's desk. Then I went back to my tiny 100-square-foot rental, stuffed everything into a suitcase, blocked Su Wonking and everyone from the company, and bought a late-night train ticket to the next city over. Sitting on that rattling green train, watching the city lights fly backward outside the window, I had one thought. From now on, the sky's the limit. I'm free. First week settling into the new city, I felt alive again. Found a low-pay but chill job as an internet cafe attendant. Every day, surrounded by the smell of instant ramen and cigarettes, hearing people yelling, holy crap, and save me, felt like home. No 76-degree coffee, no perfectly aligned plants. This is what living actually feels like. I used my 3 years of blood and sweat savings to buy myself a high-end gaming PC. After work every day, I'd dive into the virtual world of combat. Sometimes I'd think about Su Wonking, wondering if that Long Aocean guy successfully took over. For a fake like me to escape in one piece was already lucky as hell. One day, after pulling an all-nighter grinding a dungeon, I walked out with dark circles under my eyes to grab breakfast. At the cafe entrance, some kids were huddled around a phone, chattering away. Holy crap, for real? This girl's insane. 100 million bounty just to find one person? Is he her dad or her husband? Yo, check out this photo. It's blurry, but looks kind of familiar. I got curious and peeked at the screen. It was a bounty notice. Issued by Shengshi Corporation. Bounty amount 100 million. Target, Lin Fan. Below was a photo of me. My old employee ID photo. Me in a suit with a corporate smile plastered on. My vision went black. I almost passed out. Su Wonking has lost her mind. 100 million? What did I do to deserve 100 million bounty? I seriously suspected she wanted to drag me back and dissect me to see what a fake protagonist is made of. Yo bro, doesn't this guy in the photo kinda look like you? A kid with bleached hair suddenly poked me. My heart dropped, every hair on my body standing up. My current look was nothing like that polished guy in the photo. Faded t-shirt, flip-flops. And he still recognized me? I immediately covered my face and mumbled, look like him? Nah, generic face, just a generic face. Then I bolted. Behind me the kid yelled, bro, don't run! The more I look, the more you look like him. Are you that Lin Fan? That's 100 million! I felt like I was running for my life. Everyone in the city looked at me like a walking wallet. 100 million is too tempting. I didn't dare go back to my rental or anywhere familiar. I ducked into a back alley, hid behind a dumpster, heart pounding. I pulled out my phone and after hesitating, clicked on the news. Front page headline, all about Shengshi Corporation's insane bounty. There was even an interview video. In it, Su Wangking stood in front of countless camera flashes, looking exhausted, dark circles under her eyes, voice hoarse with a tremble she didn't even notice. Su Wangking. He's the most irreplaceable person in my life. Without him, I can't even drink a glass of water properly, so no matter the cost, I will find him. Staring at my phone screen, I was completely dumbfounded. Lady, what show are you putting on? The CEO fell for me? That's not how the script goes. You're supposed to dump me like trash and run off with your destined protagonist Long Aotian. What's with this lovey-dovey act? I'm telling you, no way. I'd rather starve to death, die out here, jump off a bridge than go back and be your tool again. I shut off my phone, snapped my SIM card in half and tossed it down a storm drain. Can't stay in the city anymore. I need to get somewhere way more remote.